Hi, I'm Matt Smith and I've got a company called Furniture Works, and Furniture Works manufactures a brand called Forma Furniture. We retail it and we wholesale it to other retailers, and but the predominant part of the business is manufacturing. Master Seal basically means that the company that has got the master, that is a Master Seal operator, has got staff that are qualified, and qualified staff means that you're getting a qualified product on that. Because the biggest thing to me within furniture is it can look great on the outside, but you don't know what's on the inside of it. And if it's made by qualified staff, then you've pretty much got a guarantee that the inside is going to be made correctly and it will go well from there. I just grabbed this frame that I grabbed out of the factory this morning. It's probably the easiest way to explain something. And as I was saying earlier, the biggest thing about me with qualified staff means that you know that the inside of the furniture is made correctly, because it's not so much about what you can see on the outside, it's really about what's done on the inside, and the inside has to be done correctly to make it last its lifetime, etc. And so with my company, we mainly make upholstered furniture, and so this is an upholstered a frame that's going to get upholstered, and the biggest part about it is you want to make sure that all the edges have been sanded down so there's no sharp edges there, so that any foam or fabric that's going to be going over it is going to get cut off and stuff. It's also things like you want to make sure that the front rail of your furniture is strong and solid. So this one here, you can see it's been laminated up 3 times to make it strong enough, whereas in some furniture it's a small, it will just have a single rail and things like that, which is bad and stuff. You want to make sure that it's all blocked. So you can see here that the front has been blocked doubly, the back's been blocked, it's been blocked inside here, it's got the other blocks running up full inside it internally, and that has been all glued so you can actually feel that the glue's running out of the joints. When you come over to the top here, if it's something that's been elastic webbed like this one has, you want to make sure that the webbing has been done so there's at least 2 rows of staples going across the webbing. As you can see in the front here, it's actually got 3, on the sides it's got 2, and it's got 2 at the back. You want to make sure that the staples are running across each other, so you can see here each staple is actually overlapping each other, so there's no gaps in there, so you know that every single web inside the web is held and will stretch properly. And that you then want to make sure that it has been webbed correctly, which is basically 1 for 1. So for every web you've got a gap the same size. Not that I mean, I could make this and it could only have 1 or 2 webs this way and 1 web the other way, and you still wouldn't know the difference, but you would know over time, and that, so you know it's been done there. You want to make sure that the webbing hasn't been pulled out to its maximum, and it still has stretch left in it, so that when you sit on it, it's actually going to do what it's supposed to do. Those are the sort of simple things that are inside the sofa that you can't see, and if your staff are qualified and under the new qualifications where they've been qualified to a skill level, then you know that they're going to do that every time, and it's going to be done correctly. I mean, I'd be saying to the public that they should do some research before they go out and purchase something. They should find out, if they're going to buy a sofa, they should go and find out in general what is good practice, and that, so that when they go to the retailer, they can ask the retailer those questions and stuff. They should, in the future, be looking for this and see that it actually has got the seal on it if it's New Zealand made, and that it has been made by trained staff, etc. But they need to know those questions to ask, so that, for instance, if they are buying an overseas piece, that they can ask the retailer those questions to see if it has been glued, and what sort of glue has been used, and how are the webbings put in, what sort of springs has it got in it, what sort of foam has it got in it, all the questions about the internals of the furniture, which is actually what makes the furniture last, whether it's a cabinet or not. It's what's inside the cabinet, how it's been glued, how it's been blocked, how it's been constructed, what sort of veneer is on it, how thick is the veneer on it, all those sort of things and stuff. So hopefully, if it's got the seal, you're going to know that the staff that are doing it have made it correctly, and that it is going to last you. Well, I hope my big advantage of this, I've been using this and using this with my staff, is that I'm then going to have the confidence that if I'm buying furniture and that the other furniture that is being sold up against mine are being made to the same levels, and that I hate to see the industry sometimes get put down because somebody does a shortcut or anything else, and that I think the more people we start that we get to use this, the better the training's going to be. I think this has come out at a very good time, as in the whole industry has changed from being apprenticeships used to be done on hours based, etc., whereas now it's done on school based and that, and this is basically reinforcing the schools that you have. So within my own company, we have a policy that when we're hiring someone, we try and get someone that is qualified, and even when they are qualified, we ask them to give us a demonstration to see that they are qualified to the right level and everything. And I think with that you start to get the confidence that you know that it's getting made right. The higher the level of training within the company, the less that I have to oversee things and my general managers have to oversee things. So the more confidence we have in the company, the more confidence we have in furniture in general. And I think with that, the quality of New Zealand made furniture, which I think is very high in worldwide standards, will hopefully come across to the public.